Hey everybody, and welcome to Robin's house. We've been having so much fun in the last couple of months with these strips, creating strip cards and making things with small strips of paper. I thought I'd share one more. So this is all using zip strips or zip strip size pieces of paper. And so this is a really fun way to use up those scraps that you have. And then of course I've incorporated some shimmer paper because you gotta. Anyway, I just wanted to show you real quick how to do this. So you take a piece of paper that's slightly larger. So on this kind of thing, I like to use one of those 1/16 borders. And so you just want it to have it slightly larger than the strips of paper that you're going to use. And then I like to decide what I'm going to put at the top and the bottom and put those down first, because it doesn't matter what the spacing is. I mean, it doesn't matter, but I want the top and the bottom to definitely be having those perfect edges, so the perfect border. So I'll put the top and the bottom down first, and then I want to make sure that I have my strips going the correct way. Yeah, so they match. Okay, so once I have the top and the bottom secured, now it's time to lay out everything else you're going to do. So I know I want a red stripe, and I'm going to take off this little bit of paper at the end. I'm just going to kind of put the papers down, and then once they're all down, I can sort of cinch them around where they're going to be in their final placement. And then some of them maybe need to be skinnier or something. So, and then now that they're down, I'm just going to move them around a little bit to make room for that one last strip. And then once they're kind of set, I can start gluing. And this is all just dependent on how you want. And sometimes one of your strips is just going to have to get a little smaller, or you're just going to have to go a little closer with your things. And you can also kind of do that as you're gluing down. So I'm fairly happy with that. So I'm just going to start gluing. And then as I place it, I'm just going to have to give it just a little bit more space than I did when I was setting it down. A little less space, because I want to grow some space. And then I also you can kind of work your way down from the top to the bottom as you wish, just remembering to save a little space there. And in the end, if you get to the one where maybe you just need to cut one that's a fraction of an inch smaller, but it uses up well, not a ton of paper, but if you're going to do several models of this, it'll use up a ton of paper. And it just looks so fun and festive with all of these papers that are varying degrees of red, white, and blue, designed and plain. I think I'm gonna put my white down last. And I'm not gonna set this down fully. It's gonna kind of, yep, okay, so that one's good. I've got room for my white. Press that down. And there you have a little base, super fast and easy, using all those leftover papers that you have from a paper pack that you love. And then you can create a really fun thing that just needs to go on a card base, and your card is done except for the message. So how easy is that? So I hope you'll give it a try, use up some of those scraps. So thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting.